Wala po akong ginagawa para depensahan ang China. Pero kung wala pa po yun, yun nga po, puro ang tinatawag po natin ay megaphone diplomacy na hindi po nakakatulong kahit paano natin kwentahin, Mr. President. Binanggit po ninyo kahapon yung Administrative Order 29 at saka yung Republic Act 12064. Ang sabi po ninyo, doon makikita yung mga coordinates. Basahin po ninyo kung merong coordinates doon.
Hindi po natin
Wala
sinabing doon po makikita ang coordinates. Ang sinabi po natin ay nakadefine doon ang ating ang West Philippine Sea.
Dinefine nga po, Mr. President, na pinag-uusapan, paano maitatala nga po sa mapa? Ayaw po nating itala sa mapa, Mr. President. Yun lang po ang punto eh. Binabanggit kasi natin at sa batas natin, ni-require po ang NAMRIA at ni-require din ng DFA na mag-submit ng mapa hanggang ngayon. 12 years na po ang nakararaan. Ba't hindi po natin maitala? Napaka-importante po na magkaroon.
Just for the information of the good senator, 2024 meron na pong mapa ang NAMRIA. So hindi totoong wala pang
Ang sinasabi ko po, Mr. President, hindi po sinasubmit sa mga kinauukulang dapat
hindi
ipag-submit.
po, ang sinabi po ninyo wala pang mapa. Iba po yung hindi sinasubmit.
Kahit na may mapa po, kung hindi nyo sinasubmit, hindi rin po tayo magtatagumpay sa ating paninindigan na maitala natin po sa pandaigdigan talaan ng mga dagat ang West Philippine. Hindi po ba importante sa inyo na maitala natin ang West Philippine Sea?
Mr.
Senator,
President,
Point of information, Mr.
with the
President.
indulgence of Senator Pangilinan, Senator Risa Ontiveros, you're recognized.
Salamat po, Mr. President. Tama po si Senator Pangilinan. Ang totoo po, dun sa mapang itinatanong ng Mabuting Ginoo, NAMRIA has prepared the maps anchored on the newly signed Philippine Maritime Zones Act and Philippine Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act and complying with UNCLOS and is awaiting the final implementing rules and regulations for publication. So nandun na po, Mr. President, ang mapa. Salamat po, Mr.
if I
President.
may likewise add, Mr. President, ito ay the information relayed to us by Dr. J. Batumbakal. He's the director of the UP Law Center, Institute for Maritime Affairs and the Law of the Seas. And he says, and I quote, "When UNCLOS obliges states to show the coordinates of a maritime zone on charts of appropriate scale and to deposit them with the UN Secretary General, Article 16, 75, and 84, it is only for purposes of publication and information and is not made a condition sine qua non for entitlement to the maritime zone concerned. In fact, even before UNCLOS was open for signature, states fully recognized the entitlement of other states to territorial seas, even without published coordinates. Deposits of charts containing the coordinates of the UN does not create any legal effect and does not imply approval by the UN. The UN is not a register of deeds for maritime zones of states. The absence of legal effect of deposit is clearly provided for even in the UN website. So yung ang inaalala ng ating ginoong Senador Marcoleta ay hindi nakakadagdag ng legal entitlement ang pagdeposito sa UN Secretary General under Articles 16, 75, and 84 of the UNCLOS.
So, ibig sabihin, Mr. President, yung Section 3 at saka Section 4 ng Administrative Order number 29, ibabaliwalain na natin. Inuutusan po kasi ang NAMRIA at saka ang DFA na gumawa ng mapa at i-deposit nga sa United Nations and notify accordingly relevant international organizations such as the International Hydrographic Organization and the United Nations Conference on the Standardization of Geographical Names. Hindi po importante sa atin yung Administrative Order number 29.
Yung Administrative Order number 29, Mr. President, ay 2012. Yung Republic Act 12064, yung Philippine Maritime Zones Act, ay 2024. So superseded na yung binabanggit na provision ng RA 12064.
Mr. President, hindi po ganun. Wala pong nasusupersede dito. Yung 12064, nire-enforce nga po eh. pati yung Presidential Decree 1596. Basahin po ninyo lahat para magkaintindihan tayo ng lubusan. Ang pinag-uusapan po kasi natin, while our laws define the extent of our West Philippine Sea, tayo naman po'y tinatagubilin na gumawa ng paraan para sa ganun, maisama pa yon para po yung mga coordinates na yon ay maisumite sa United Nations Secretary General at sa mga kinauukulang mga ahensya internasyonal. Yun po kasi ang sinabi ng mga batas natin. Sapagkat, alinman sa batas natin, walang sinasaad na coordinates. Ang coordinates po, ang gagawa po niya NAMRIA. At yan po ay base sa mapa na kanilang gagawin. Yun lamang po ang punto, Mr. President. Wala yatang masyadong dapat na pagdebatihan sa puntong yun. Sapagkat ako, kayo, Mr. President, and the good Senator, gusto rin natin talagang ipaglaban ang tsaga ng atin. Mas maganda kasing ilaban ito kung malinaw na nasa mapa tayo ng pandaigdigang talaan ng mga dagat. That is the whole point, Mr. President.
We note, Mr. President, the concern, and I agree with him in that regard that it would be better for us if we do have those coordinates, but it does not in any way diminish what we are entitled to under the arbitral ruling, Mr. President.
So, mga konting tanong na lang, Mr. President. With your indulgence.
Yes, please. I'm more than willing to the gentleman from Tarlac and Pampanga, Mr. President.
In your sponsorship, Mr. President, you said that the proposed resolution is in defense of our officials when they speak on behalf of our nation. That is correct.
Yes, Mr. President.
Is the Honorable Senator aware that the Philippine government has a minimum 5 officials who speak on matters relating to the West Philippine Sea?
I believe so. You have the DFA, you have the DND, you have, in fact, the more, for me, if you ask me, this is the indicator of a vibrant democracy, Mr. President. But yes, there are about 5, maybe more. Even senators and congressmen are likewise speaking on the matter.
To be more accurate, Mr. President, Commodore Tariela is the spokesperson of PCG. Assistant Director General Cornelio Valencia Jr., National Security Council. Rear Admiral Joy Vincent Trinidad, Army. Retired Vice Admiral Alexander Lopez, NMC. Consul General Angelica Escalona, DFA. And Nazario Briguera Bifar. They all speak to the public about the West Philippine Sea. Pero, Mr. President, bukod po kay Commodore Tariela, sila po ba ay nagpupunta sa mga eskwelahan at nagdi-discuss at sinasabi na bully ang presidente ng China? Ito lang ang punto eh. Meron pang kalakip na mga caricatures portraying their leader in a very negative and I would say embarrassing presentation.
Well, Mr. President, I would defer to our men in uniform.
Isn't that part of the Philippines' right to expression?
That too, Mr. President. Yes. First, I would.
Freedom of expression, we have that. They do not have that in China. That's the problem.
And he is answerable to his superior officer, and the DND and the armed forces have already issued a public statement in support of their men in uniform when they speak on the issue, because precisely the bullying. In fact, the DND described the acts of China as bullying, Mr. President. So babalikan ko po. Bakit si Commodore Tariela lang ang ating pinupuntire rito when the Department of National Defense...
Kasi siya lamang po, Mr. President, ang gumawa ng caricature. Tinatanong ko nga po, yung po bang iba, yung apat na binanggit ko kanina, na may karapatang magsalita para sa ating bansa, gumamit ba sila ng ganong pamamaraan? Yun lang po yung tanong. Pero siguro po, isasagot nyo, hindi. So, ano po naman, bakit naman?
Mr. President, pati ang embassy ng China naglalabas ng caricature din ng ating mga opisyal. Ang China News. Ayan, si
China News, Mr. President, talagang ganun po yun eh. Iba po yung lampon, iba po yung
ayan po.
caricature na nilitaw po ng mga editorials. Kagaya po sa ating bansa, kung ano-anong caricature, kung ano-ano, para lamang i-dramatize po yung kanilang gustong puntahan. Pero ang pinag-uusapan dito, si Commodore Tariela lang ang gumamit ng caricatures bilang spokesperson ng Philippine Coast Guard.
Mr. President, alam naman natin yung China News hawak ng Communist Party of China.
Sino po bang may hawak ng ating mga news sa Pilipinas?
Wala namang lalabas na hindi aprobado o merong go signal ng Communist Party of China. Iba ang sitwasyon sa kanila, hindi tayo'y demokrasya. At ang punto natin, Mr. President, totoo, wala dun sa 5, pero ang ahensya mismo, ang DND na mismo at ang Armed Forces of the Philippines ang nagsabing they support the statements of their men in uniform. In fact, uulitin ko kasi nabanggit ko na kanina. Ulitin natin, no? Sabi nila, it was reported that the spokesperson of the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs made a statement containing the following, quote-unquote, certain Philippine Uniformed Service members driven by personal political motives. Doon pa lamang, Mr. President, lahat tayo rito, parliamentarians tayo, alam natin, it is unparliamentary to question motives, Mr. President, when official action is being undertaken or official decisions are made or proposals in parliamentary proceedings. So, sumagot ang Department of National Defense. Ay, ulitin ko, the DND and the AFP strongly condemn such an affront to any of its members. So, kung pupuntiryan natin si Commodore Tariela, dinedepensahan na nga. They consider it an affront. The DND and the AFP have considered the statement of China as an affront to any of its members. Tapos tayo sasabihin natin, teka muna, hindi dapat. Mr. President, we should, again, I will reiterate, when the DND and the AFP speak as regards national security concerns, we should rally behind them. We should provide them the necessary support because they're the ones who face the Chinese aggression 24/7, 365 days, Mr. President. And they deserve our support rather than our castigation and our condemnation. We should
Mr.
condemn
President,
China, not our men in uniform, Mr. President.
Mr. President, kung totoo man na talagang sinusuportahan ng armed forces yung...
Totoo ho, statement po nila eh.
Kaya nga
Binasa.
po, payagan nyo kung
Opo.
i-continue ang
Thank
aking pagtatanong. Yung pong lahat ng cabinet members po, cabinet secretaries, they're alter ego of the president. Kung halimbawa po nagsalita na ang presidente, magsasalita po ba sila inconsistent with the statement of the president? I'm asking this question, Mr. President, because on January 29, a few days ago, 2026, the Philippine News Agency released this particular statement from the President of the Philippines.
By whom?
PBBM supports a firm with diplomacy approach in dealing with the rising war of words between Philippines and the Chinese officials over the West Philippine Sea. Pag pinag-uusapan po natin diplomacy, tama po ba yung ginagawa ni... Ako po, sinasabi ko lang, nagsalita na po ang Pangulo eh. Firm with diplomacy. Alam po kasi ng Pangulo natin, Mr. President, walang kapupuntahan yung patod sa dahan. Meron po akong record ng mga patutsadahan, Mr. President, from January 1 hanggang kahapon. Ito po, January 1, nanggaling po sa ating iginagalang na senador. January 9, galing po ay Commodore Tariela. January 10, Tariela na naman. January 12, Philippine National Maritime Council. January 13, Representative De Lima. January 15, Commodore Tariela. January 14 and 15, Commodore Tariela. January 16, Tariela pa rin. January 16, Representative Shell Jokno of the House of Representatives. January 17, National Maritime Council. January 19, Akbayan Party List. January 20, Senator Ontiveros posting on her FB. January 22, Tariela na naman. January 23, again, Senator Ontiveros and Strat-Based Institute. January 23 again, nasama po kayo, Senator Kiko. January 24, Tariela na naman. Napakarami po, tatlo yung kay Tariela on January 24. January 25, Senator Erwin Tulfo. January 26, si Tariela na naman po. January 27, si Tariela na naman po. Sa tuwing ganito ang ginagawa natin, sagot ng sagot po ang Chinese Embassy. So wala na pong katapusan na pag-iringan at pasaringan na po ito, Mr. President. Ito po bang tagal ng pagpapatutsadahan na to, Mr. President? Nakakahuli po ba tayo kahit na ilang kilong galunggong lang sa West Philippine Sea? Bumababa po ba ang presyo ng bilihin ng dahil sa patutsadahan na ito? Ito po ba'y makakatulong sa atin? Kagaya po ng pinost ko kanina, yung po bang nasusunog na gusali? Para mapatay mo yun, sasabuyan mo ba ng gasolina? O bobombahin mo ng tubig na malamig, Mr. President? Ito lamang po ang pinakapunto rito eh. Mr. President, wala po akong ginagawa para depensahan ang China. Ang ginagawa ko po para magkaisa tayo, hanapin natin ang talagang paraan, paano natin lalong palakasin ang paninindigan na ito. At magsimula tayo. Sana po, maitala natin sa lalong madaling panahon yung mapa ng West Philippine Sea. At magkaisa tayo ngayon. Ipilit natin yun. Pero kung wala pa po yun, yun nga po, puro ang tinatawag po natin ay megaphone diplomacy na hindi po nakakatulong kahit paano natin kwentahin, Mr. President. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President, at maraming salamat sa inyong panahon, good Senator. At sana'y sa mga susunod pang panahon ay makapiling natin ang mga ilang taong binanggit sa kapulungan ito para magkaroon po tayo ng kahit na seminar lang. Lalo po nating mapag-aralan kung saan tayo nang gagaling sa lahat ng panig, Mr. President. Thank you.